Hi everyone, let's talk about Petrichor, which is definitely a beautiful game with, a unique theme as well, of being in control of the clouds, in control of the water in the air that's going to form clouds to hopefully cause these various plants and things to grow. It's very different. It works well with an area control thing as well, because you get the merging of the clouds and overflowing of the clouds, and definitely end up with some quite unexpected effects, certainly in the solo game, but in the multiplayer one as well. It's nice having the option to, you're not entirely dependent on the draw of the cards, because you can always use two to turn into something else, but also being able to take 2 turns in a row, it's a nice decision to have to make for, I really want to do this thing, but is it worth me sacrificing these cards, not being able to play these as many actions in the round because I am doubling up by taking extra actions in a row. If you're wondering by the way, why the game isn't in this video itself, I did a whole video in the game that'll be linked in the description and stuff. I did a whole playthrough of it. Anyway, so yeah, we for the multiplayer game that we played, I kind of knew this. I kind of knew this going in, that we aren't fans of conflict at all in games. We are pretty much we're pretty extreme on the extreme side of Care Bear, but and it's getting more and more extreme. But yeah, we found that area control increasingly doesn't work for us. It does it very well. I can definitely see how it would be a great one for people that enjoy that, but yeah, increasingly we don't enjoy games where the only way to get ahead is by ruining something of your opponent's. It's inherent in an area control game, and it's absolutely not the most conflict-ridden thing in board gaming by a long way. But yeah, just for us, that mechanism doesn't work. So yeah, the game as a multiplayer thing was not for us personally. The solo game though, yeah, I don't have a problem with a deck of cards doing it to me or ruining the plans of a dummy player. And yeah, I really enjoyed the solo game. It's a really nice, simple little system. The solo version is, the game itself is designed by David Cherkop, but there's development, and it's written right on the corner here for me to read. The development and solo game mode is done by David Turczi. Am I pronouncing that right? He told me how to pronounce it. I'm trying. Who designed Anachrony and Kitchen Rush and Redacted, all sorts of things. His solo modes are in loads more things now as well. It's a really nice solo system because, yeah, rather than just play the normal game with these couple of changes and try and beat your best score, it's a very simple, it's 9 cards, is it? It's a very simple system, very easy to get to grips with the different actions that the dummy player will be taking. He gets, as is often the case with these AI opponents, he gets, souped up versions of normal actions. He gets to put down often a lot more votes than you would, and then when he runs out of votes or runs out of water, it's not like you've got the advantage because he's just racking up points while you're sitting there taking turns. It's a really nice, simple little system, but makes for a nice, it's not simulating an opponent exactly, but it is in the sense that your plans are being messed up. Suddenly clouds are crashing into yours, suddenly your things are being moved around or being taken off in the solo mode. Your drops are being taken off the board. Yeah, it does keep causing you to reevaluate what you're doing and have to suddenly shift your plans when suddenly the thing you were expecting to score in a couple of turns time is now you have no water on it, and you're going to have to start from scratch or suddenly scramble one of your clouds around. It's a really nice little system. I do like that while the game as a multiplayer, as I said, wasn't for us. I love how much is in this. This is this is the Kickstarter version, and there's a little expansion for it as well. But it's just in the base game. There's a lot of differences in the way these things score. There's a nice little majority for the wheat tokens. Some want you to have the most, but the little fight over, do I want to be the second most on this, which is a really different way of going about it, or being in control of the coffee and then really wanting to vote for Sun so that the coffee will suddenly be worth more points. But then, of course, it's going to have everyone's attention drawn to that instead. Or the cactus, that wants you to have as few drops on it as possible. But then if someone comes on and competes for it, you're going to end up ruining it for both of you because now it's going to be worth far fewer points. I really like the different ways that the various crops work. and just the production of the game. I mentioned at the start that it's a beautiful looking game, but it's got really nice components as well. Nice little custom dice. The everything looks lovely. Nice thick tiles, but above all, the lovely little cloud trays that you get given, and yeah, these slot in really nicely. That's a nice little touch. The way the thunder, the lightning strikes, I should say, go into them, but it's as always with these things, it's very satisfying and very tactile, just pouring the glass beads that represent your raindrops into another one when they merge, or pouring them all out onto the tile when they overflow or when the rain weather event happens. Yeah, there's a lot going on here, and I really, really like the system. As multiplayer, it's not for us, but yeah, solo, I think it's a very, very interesting little mode, and quite a different and cool way of playing that's, yeah, does always keep you guessing and always keeps you changing your plans, which is always a good thing. But anyway, the playthrough is there though, so ignore what I've said, and yeah, you can watch that and see if it will be a game you will be interested in. That is Petrichor. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll see you for the next game. Bye.